Hello all, welcome to Global Finex. Myself Prem Kasi, Chartered Accountant, Company Secretary, a blockchain and fintech enthusiast. I hope the previous tool which we designed on moratorium is found pretty much useful, and thanks a lot for the positive responses and feedback that you all have given to us. In this session, we are glad to release one more efficient and useful tool on a very recent concept of filing GSTR 3B nil return by SMS. The key feature is that we have tried our best to make it more interactive by using a chatbot which will reply to you along the way to guide you. Of course, we all know that recently GST department has released a kind of facility where SSC can file nil GST 3B return directly by sending a simple SMS from his registered mobile number. And now we are gonna make it much more easier for you with our tool. To recall the process, the steps include sending an SMS to a predefined number in a defined format. It's much easy to send an SMS, but the most important thing here is, are we eligible to file the nil return with SMS? It means we need to satisfy few conditions, and only after that we will be eligible to file the nil return by SMS. The objective here is to ensure that you are complying the criteria and then opting the SMS facility without creating a difference in opinion at a later point of time. All you have to do is enter your answers, and once you found eligible, copy the code to send the SMS. Our target users are individuals and SMEs who wish to file their nil returns with proper understanding of conditions, and audit firms who can use this tool as a checklist to ensure that the clients satisfy the conditions of filing 3B via SMS facility each and every subsequent months from now. Believe me, this tool will be more of a assisting kind of tool, and it is designed in such a way that it will interact with you just like a voice assistant. Let me start with the features of this tool. The tool decides your eligibility, ensures compliance with 6 checkpoints for filing GSTR 3B by SMS, provides you the code to be sent, validates your GSTN number, and apart from that, it is interactive and simple dashboard. So here is the tool, 3B SMS decision making tool from Global Finex, and you can see the chartboard which is placed right side of it, and this is the area where you need to enter the data. And once you found eligible, this tool will give you the code which you need to send as an SMS to the defined number. Well, let us start using this tool, and let us also see how this chatbot is reacting. So the first thing is trade name. In my case, it is PK Enterprises, and I started entering that. And the chatbot says, hello PK Enterprises. Now I need to enter the GST number where I'll be entering mine. Now the chatbot validates the GST number and says you are good to go. It will eliminate mistyping the GSTN code, and hence you will be sending accurate SMS text. So that sort of validation facility we have put in this tool. And the next one is registered mobile number. So that you need to give which is registered with the GST portal. So in my case I have given. Now the chatbot says me, thank you, ensure that it is registered. Now we need to select the type of registration. In my case I'm a regular payer, so I'll be selecting the first option as regular. And now we need to select what month we need to file the GSTR 3B. Since we are in June month, so we are eligible to file the May return. So I'll be selecting May. And you can also test our tool by selecting the June, and you will be prompted, or the chatbot will prompt that filing through SMS mode will be allowed anytime after the last month of June. So that sort of validations we have kept in our tool. So let us come back and select May month. So once I select May, the next question will be like, have you filed April 2020 GSTR 3B? So it calculates 1 month back and asks you whether you have filed April month 3B. In my case, I have filed, so I'll select yes, and you can see the result if you haven't filed. So just in case I have selected no, now the chatbot tells you that GSTR 3B for the month of April 2020 has to be filed before filing May 2020, hence not allowed. So you are not eligible to file nil 3B of May by SMS. Now let us move to the next question by selecting yes. Next question, is the April month return filed on time? This is the very much important question. It's not that you have filed or not, it is very important whether you have filed it on time or not. Say for example, in my case I have filed it on time, so I'll select yes. And now the chatbot says go ahead. What if I haven't filed it on time. I have filed but not on time. Let us select no in that case. Now the chatbot says late fee for the month of April will be accrued in May and hence nil 3B is not allowed. So that's the validation the chatbot is interacting with you. Well, let us move ahead. Next question, have you entered any data in online form of 3B? Well, in my case, I have never done that, so I'll select no. Now the chatbot says great, move on. What if I have entered some data in the web login and just saved it? Let us select yes in that case, and the chatbot says no data should be saved in draft stage in online form of GSTR 3B and hence SMS filing is not allowed. So let us select no and go ahead. Have you made any supplies, whether that can be nil, exempt, taxable or even non-GST? If you have made any such supplies, you are not eligible to file a nil return. Let us see the validation here. In my case, I have not made any such supplies, so I will select no. And now the chatbot is prompting me to go to the next question. If you have made such supplies in that particular month, you should select yes, and the chatbot tells you you must not have made any outward supplies and hence you are not eligible. Well, let us move ahead. Have you had any claim of ITC or reversal of ITC on your purchases? Let us select appropriately. In my case, I don't have any purchases on which I am supposed to claim ITC, and similarly I don't have any purchase returns, so that there is no reversal of ITC. So I'll select no, and the chatbot tells me go ahead. In your case, if it is yes, you should select yes, and the chatbot tells you no purchases eligible for ITC must be there. If it is there, you are not allowed to file nil 3B by SMS. So let us select no and go ahead. The last and the most important question, have you received any supplies liable to pay GST on RCM? This happens probably with your transportation bills. You should be very clear to whether you are required to pay under RCM. If you are required to pay, you should select yes, and again the chatbot says no RCM liability must exist and hence you are not allowed to file SMS filing. So in my case, I have ensured that and I'll select no, as I don't have such type of RCM liabilities. And now the chatbot tells me just one last question. Well, okay, what is the last question? Any other tax, interest or late fee liability payable in the current month? This happens probably like you might have missed to include one invoice in the previous month and now that you are including in the current month. In the current month, you don't have any tax liabilities, but you have one invoice pertaining to previous period which you are disclosing here. So in that case, you don't have the nil 3B. Right, so ensure that cases and select the option appropriately. In my case, I have no such thing, so I'll select no. And now the chatbot says yes, you are eligible for filing SMS, and you can see the remark. And now the chatbot says SMS filing allowed, and this is the code which you need to copy and paste in your message inbox and send an SMS to 14409 from your registered number. So everything we have made it ready made. Only thing you need to copy this and paste in your SMS inbox and send an SMS. And the second step, once you receive 6-digit OTP, copy this particular code as it is, replace this OTP code with the 6-digit and send an SMS. You will receive an acknowledgement via SMS from the GST portal that you have filed the return. So this is the tool, guys. The chatbot here, we made it so that you will be ensured, you will be guided on real time, and moreover these conditions are to be followed religiously every month to ensure that you are eligible or not. And in the subsequent month, you need to delete all the answers that you have given for the previous month and come here and select the June month and start answering each and every criteria, and based on this a revised code will be generated which you need to send as an SMS. To wrap up, the benefits are easy identification of SMS filing eligibility, user-friendly options and interactions, better compliance, instant and accurate results, and free offline tool. So that's all about our 3B SMS tool. This tool is absolutely free and completely offline, which means that your data is with you and you can take an informed decision yourself. Hope you like it very much. Please download and use our tool. We hope that will give you pretty much good results. If you have any thoughts and suggestions, we request you to reach us through the following channels. Let us know what tool you wish to have subsequently. We'll start working on it and deliver it to you as early as possible. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you guys. Stay updated, stay chartered.